Modern Warfare 3 is live for some people. The early access portion of the PlayStation exclusive weekend is live, and there is a fair amount of content to jump into right away. So let's go through everything that is available so far within the MW3 beta. Let's start with the maps and modes. So far we have the remastered maps of Estate, Favela, and Skid Row to load into, with the modes of Domination, Hardpoint, and the expected Team Deathmatch. There's also the debut of a brand new map called Pop Off Power for Ground War. This one is completely new, so definitely worth checking out if Ground War and Invasion were modes that you enjoyed in MW2, as they will be returning in MW3. Tomorrow though, October 8th, Rust will be added into the rotation of maps, so we'll be able to relive the classic, the timeless 1v1 map. Also on the 8th, we move into the open beta for PlayStation, so if you got a PS4 or PS5 and want to check out the game, from the 8th through the 10th, everyone can join even without a beta code, so check it out. But moving over to the operators, we have 5 on each side to choose from. Well, 3 each side unless you pre-order the Vault Edition that gives you access to the Nemesis Operator Pack that lets you use these reactive operator skins. The operators with those skins are Warden and Makarov on the Cortex side, which has a nice hint of red coursing throughout. And then on the Spectre side, the same skins for Price and Ghost, with blue being the accent color. It was confirmed at COD Next that those skins, like the camos for the weapon vaults, evolve and change the more kills you get every game. So going to be a solid way to show off how well you're doing. For the base operator skins though, for the Spectre side, we have Rocket, Blueprint, and Jabber. And then on the Cortex side, we have Blaze, Doc, and Thirst to round out the operators. Now moving over to the loadouts, there is a lot to go over here, and I do want to show all the items, gears, weapons, and more that we have. So we'll go through each section to list it all out. There are timestamps within the video if you want to see certain things. So for the weapons, we have a decent arsenal available right at launch of the beta, and I wonder if they're going to adjust for week 2 or just add to it. But we'll just have to wait and see. But jumping into the assault rifles, we have the SVA 545, which fires the first 2 rounds nearly at the same time. So it reminds me of the AN94 from MW 2019 and OG Warzone that had that hypershot 2 burst feature. We then had the MTZ 556 that is a decent rifle but has a noticeable damage drop off, like the description mentions, it being a close to mid-range type of weapon. Struggled a bit on the state, but you are taking longer gunfights on that one just based off the size of the map. Last AR we have is the MCW, or the ACR of MW3. This is going to be your old reliable, so think of the M4 in most Call of Duties or the TAC 56 in MW2. This will be that gun. Calling it now. Now to the battle rifles, we have the MTZ 762, which if we take a quick peek back at the ARs, the MTZ 556, we can see that there will be an MTZ platform or family in MW3. So maybe we'll see an SMG and or an LMG version come the full launch. The other battle rifle available is the Bass B. Wondering if there will be cross-game platforms or if they're going to be keeping it separate, as we currently have the Bass P SMG in Warzone and MW2. Just another random thought, but either way, both battle rifles are full auto, so think of the TAC V and the Cronin Squall. Moving to the SMGs, we have the Rival 9 that reminds me a lot of the CX9 from MW 2019. From the little I used, definitely a close quarter weapon that has a damage drop-off that hits it pretty hard, so keep that in mind. Next we have the AMR 9, which looks like a wild weapon from the start. Kind of looks like a second mini barrel is coming out under, but we'll have to give it a go once I unlock it in the beta. Lastly, we have the Striker, or the UMP 45, making its return. Definitely feels great as an SMG, as it is more consistent at range, which I like. For shotguns, we do have 2 within the beta. The Riveter, which is a full auto shotgun built around an assault rifle receiver, so sounds overpowered right away. Hopefully no Dragon Breath rounds though. The other shotgun is the Lockwood 680, that is your more standard pump shotgun configuration. For LMGs, we have 2 to use. The Holger is making its return to a COD title. And then we have the Pulemyot, that essentially is the PKM from prior games. Going over to the Marksman, we have another MTZ as the Interceptor, and then the MCW 6.8 to mess around with. Lastly, for the snipers, we have the Longbow, which is the weirdest sniper that has a 25 round mag that does have a 1-shot potential and is semi-auto, so worried if it's too easy to use, will be hard to beat, especially if you can change the optic to a red dot. Nervous about that one, but we do also have the KV Inhibitor as another semi-auto sniper in the mix. But those are all the primaries available. Going to quickly move to the secondaries, as there isn't a lot. For the handguns, we have the WSP Stinger, which is a mini Uzi type weapon, full auto. We have the return of the Renetti Burst Pistol, and then the Core 45 as the more standard single fire pistol. We do have one launcher available of the Pila coming back again. But that is all the weapons. Next, we will go down the line in our loadout setup, starting with equipment. For tacticals, we have the staple of the Flash Grenade. Battle Rage changing from a field upgrade in MW2 and Warzone, that does seem to be pretty beneficial, especially since you start to regen health faster and have more HP now in this game. If you can break the line of sight or avoid a couple of shots, you can get to full health pretty quick. May need to be adjusted a bit, as everyone is running with it right now. So Sledgehammer actually already went in and nerfed Battle Rage a bit, as you can see here. we'll have to jump in and see if it was enough. There is also the EMD grenade that is similar to the snapshot, but revealed enemies will come up on your mini-map versus light up on your screen. The smoke grenade is back, but we also have the scatter mine that sounds like the cluster mine killstreak that may be too much as a tactical that can be used every life, but depends on how big the radius it covers, as we have had claymores and bouncing buddies before, so I don't know. For lethals, we have the standard frag grenade, the breacher drone, which think of a paper airplane with a C4 strapped to it, and when it hits something, it goes boom. Semtex are also back, and we also have the thermal barrier grenade that creates a large explosion that stuns, leaves a fiery residue, and makes explosives stronger for a while. So going to be solid for objective game modes or clearing out rooms within Warzone. For field upgrades, we have the good old trophy system, the comms scrambler, which is like the jammer from Cold War, the med box, which I'm not 100% sure on how it functions, as it provides medical supplies like stims and battle rage like it shows on the box, but could you not get those from a munition box if they're already part of your loadout? Does the medical equipment you pick up take over your tactical slot? Guess I gotta wait till level 28 to find out, but like I mentioned, the munitions box returns. And lastly, we have the ACS, or the automated computer spike, that can slowly capture points and hack nearby enemy devices. Trophy and ACS are going to be solid options for objective game modes, especially hardpoint. Now we can get into the perks or the gears that we're going to be using for MW3. Within the glove section, we have the quick grip gloves that increase your weapon swap speed, the scavenger gloves that let you replenish ammo and throwing knives from fallen enemies, and also the commando gloves to be able to reload while sprinting. Moving over to the boots, we have the lightweight boots that increase movement and swim speed and reduce the noise of swimming. The climbing boots increase your climbing and mantle speed and reduce fall damage. Next, we have the stalker boots that increase strafe and ADS movement. Good way to make yourself a harder target to hit. The tactical pads are going to be a good pick for aggressive players, as they increase your slide distance and allow for full ADS while sliding, with the added benefit of faster stance transition. So going from standing to crouch to prone and back up. So your teabagging game is going to be on point. Last one we got are the covert sneakers, which are the ninja perk in this game, as they eliminate footstep sounds. Moving over to the gear, we got EOD padding that functions like EOD, so less explosive and fire damage taken. Tac mask also returns to help resist tacticals like stuns, flash, gas, etc. We also have the mission control comlink, which is the hardline perk of helping get kill or score streaks faster. Next, we have the bone conduction headset that lowers the noise of combat around you to help better hear footsteps. The LNR detector is also available, and it says it warns of hostile lasers and radiation sources. So it sounds like spotter, but also high alert. Not too sure on that one, but the last one we got is Ghost Camo, which is Ghost, but you need to be moving for it to work within MW3 and then eventually Warzone after the integration. The last thing for loadouts I want to go over are the vests, as they are a bit different compared to gear, as they have sort of a hierarchy, and when it comes to the abilities, it takes precedence over gear, gloves, and boots, and changes the configuration of your loadout. You'll see what I mean in a bit. So with the infantry vest, it increases tac sprint duration and reduces the refresh, so you can get tac sprinting again faster. But here it also says duplicate effects will not stack. So if you have running sneakers, gain the effect of lightweight boots. I'm assuming we'll get another set of boots called running sneakers that will be like double time, that essentially has the same effect. So it'll change how the boots work to the lightweight ones because of the vest. Now the engineer vest is the spotter perk, where you can see equipment and kill streaks through walls and mark them for your team, and also get a faster field upgrade recharge. But if you look at the configuration of my loadout, we got 2 tacticals now, no lethals, and an extra gear slot. So that's what I meant by changing your loadout config earlier. And some of these are a bit more wild, like the gunner vest, which gives you max ammo, improves your reload speed, and is also overkill, as you now have a second primary slot, but you cannot equip a boot. So this one's a bit different of a trade-off, but tempting to run still. Last vest we got is a demolitionist, which gives you 2 lethals and has the effect of restock, where you can resupply lethals and tacticals every 25 seconds. But that wraps up everything with loadout options, and real quick, wanted to let you see what killer score streaks are in MW3 so far. So yes, I have been saying score streaks, as that option is back to toggle within the kill streaks that I would 100% recommend. Will make it a lot easier to get your streaks. But running through the score streaks, we have the UAV, which we have in every game, so you get it. The mosquito drone, which is essentially the hunter killer drone that we have had before. The SAM turret to take out aerial kill streaks like UAVs, counter UAVs, etc. Next on the list is a new one called the Guardian SC, which is an insanely strong suppression mine from MW2 that is on a tripod so you can aim it. Can block paths really well from enemies moving in, or block them from being able to flank. The counter UAV returns as well as the SAE from MW2. The remote turret is the sentry turret, but fires incendiary rounds, which may be an upgrade. The last one we got is the Juggernaut Recon, which is a care package that drops and you pick up to go into the Jug suit that pings nearby enemies, and you have a riot shield, the haymaker, and smoke grenades. I'm gonna throw that one on real quick because now I'm interested. But that is everything that is available so far in the beta. If you have been able to hop in, let me know what you think so far. If you are on PC or Xbox, what are you most excited to try out come the beta next week? If you got any questions on what I've gone over or just about Call of Duty in general, drop it down in the comments. Gonna be getting some gameplay videos up and maybe some tier lists or loadouts for the weapons we have so far. So keep an eye on the channel by dropping a sub to stay in the know. But above all, stay safe out there, trust your instincts, and I'll catch y'all later.